What's up, guys? It is Jay Beebs here, and welcome to the very first episode of the Barrow Road to Glory. First Road to Glory that I'm doing on FIFA 22, and honestly, what I'm planning on doing for the rest of FIFA 22. If you guys have been following along with the channel, you know that I do a lot of career mode series that I never finish. In fact, I just finished a career mode series that I am, in fact, not going to finish. So, going back to Road to Glories, I like the way it works because the way that I do it, each episode is half a year, 6 months. So that way, I stop, I play some games, I enjoy that experience, but at the same time, I get to build the team, get to see the team progress, see how things change, and, it's nice and quick. It doesn't drag on. And I get to try a bunch of crazy stuff. After this, it's going to be a bunch of Creative Club stuff. And then it's going to go, I'm thinking of doing like a Creative Club idea, and then just a regular Road to Glory. Just kind of keeping that, little progress going that way. You guys get to enjoy everything you want to enjoy. With that being said, let's hop right into this. So, Barrow. Down in EFL League 2, they're not the greatest of teams. I think they're the third worst team. I did Road to Glory with them on FIFA 21 that I never finished, so that's why I chose them. Plus, they're very nice uniforms. Board expectations are pretty easy, pretty simple. And hopefully, things just kind of go well, So the team that I'm going to be using, we're playing a simple 4-2-2-2. Farming is going to be in goal, Platt and Ellis are the center backs, Hutton and Bruh outside backs, Banks and Jones are the two defensive mids, DeVitt and Gotts are the attacking mids, and Gordon and Zanzala up top. Very good formation, hopefully. I don't really know what works with FIFA 22 yet. Very new to the game, still trying to figure things out. Been watching a bunch of stuff, and from what I've gathered from playing and watching is I need at least one defensive mid, probably two defensive mids to help that back line. And going forward, you just need to score the chances that you get. So obviously, Road to Glories. This is not a one season thing. I'm not buying for now. I'm buying for 4 or 5 seasons from now. And that is all starting with Konaya Boyce Clark. Young goalkeeper from Reading, bought him 59 overall, 970,000. 18 years old is the key. Dynamic potential, should be able to make this guy a world-class goalkeeper, and I fully expect him to be, and I'm probably even going to start him right away. Dynamic potential, get him playing, get the results. Let's get that overall up quickly. Same goes for CD Jota, Norwegian striker I bought from a Norwegian club. I can't remember the name. Well, I remember what it looks like, no clue how to pronounce it. 580,000. He's very quick. He's not the tallest, but he's very quick. So I'm thinking, pair him up with, kind of like an all-around striker. If we stick with this formation, let him get in behind and the other striker kind of do some of the passing, the hold-up play, and hopefully he can just run in behind the defense and score every chance he gets. If that's how our team scores, that's how our team scores. If not, he's also a decent dribbler. Maybe he's the one that's dropping off, creating opportunities for the other striker. So I really like his versatility and what I can do with him with a little bit of tinkering. Josh K is a left wingback / striker. Don't know how in the world you have that combination, but I've decided to sell him to Domok FC for 1.15 million. We get 775 million in the bank. And Josh Lillis will be departing the club. He's going to Wuhan FC for 155,000. And with the money from those two players, I was able to buy this man, Tierno Barrow, Austrian attacking mid, 760,000 I bought him for, 19 years old, and he has, I think, 78 or 77 potential. He's very quick and he's very good dribbler. Exactly what I want from one of those attacking mid spots. He's not starting caliber quite yet because we already do have two very good attacking mids. But thinking ahead, thinking maybe even later in the season, he could easily be the starter. And let's see what happens with dynamic potential. So I've also decided to sell our former starting striker Zanzala. He's going to Brook Bet for 1 million. I have different plans for the striker position, so I just decided to offload him. Youth scouts are obviously extremely important in any Road to Glory, which is why I'm buying one. 3-star scout is going to England for 9 months. Again, this early on, we're not looking for any specifics. It's just, let's see what good players we can get, and then build a team from there. And we are starting off very first league game at Stevenage. And this is how the team is lining up. We are in that 4-2-2-2. Boyce Clark is in goal, Platt, Ellis are the center backs, Hutton and Bruh outside backs, Banks and Beedling defensive mids, DeVitt, Gotts attacking mid, and Gordon and Williams are the strike force. And here are the highlights from our very first ever game. So yeah, 4-1 loss is not how you want to start off your managerial campaign. Things definitely could have gone better, should have gone better, but again, I'm still trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, how to play, how not to play. And again, the team is young, team is improving. So try not to overreact, but at the same time, don't want to underreact. So this is not an overreaction, okay? I had this planned. I wanted to bring him in. I was just waiting for the funds and finding the right players. I wanted to bring in another center back to pair with our other center back, Platt, as Ellis is like 33 years old, and that player will be Andrew Barrow, Venezuelan center back. Bought him for $770,000. Good value for, I think, what should be a key defensive stud for us. He's left-footed as well. That definitely helps. Now we have a left-footed center back, right-footed center back. Things are going perfectly. And Vera is just the icing on the cake. So James Jones has been sold to Ostersunds FK for $370,000. He was never going to play. He had no chance, so might as well get him out now, get some money for him. Same goes for Kagosi Nilth. He's going to Bristol Rovers, our fellow team, also in our division, but he shouldn't help the team out, so I don't mind doing that. Dimitri C. If you are a Barrow fan or you know of Barrow, he is a very good, young, promising striker, but I have decided to sell him to Halmstad's BK. See, because my thinking was, obviously I brought in Jota, I would prefer him to succeed over C, and with our formation, I just don't think C would work, because obviously if I have to choose between one of the two younger players, I'm choosing C. But at the same time, Williams, one of our other strikers, he's having a very good season, he's looking very good and very promising. So I don't want to get rid of him, and I devalue, do I want to keep the good Williams now, or the young C? Decided, you know what, let's get rid of C, we already have another young promising striker, let's bring him in, let's keep him, and C, unfortunately you're gone. In the EFL Cup, we did lose 3-1 to Spurs. I didn't play this game because obviously we did not stand a chance. So I got another youth scout just because I have the money, nothing really else to do, don't have any players I want to bring in, like the squad. Is a 3-star, 2-star scout going to Wales for 9 months. Again, we're just looking for players. But looky what we have here. FA Cup action against Leyton Orient. And the team is a little bit different. The backline defensive mids are the same, but Barrow will be getting his first start of the season, pairing him up with Gotts, two very good young attacking mids who like the way things are going to be going. Aim, Williams, and Gordon are the strike force. I think this team has a very good chance of winning, and let's find out in these highlights. So I mean, I honestly thought we had a chance, and obviously it was close, but conceded a last minute goal. That's not exactly the way you want to lose as well. So this is a building block. It's a moral victory, but a physical loss. But I mean, as a manager, you gotta learn. You gotta know. You have to know when you played well, when you didn't play well. I think we played well. I think we just got pretty unlucky with the result. So another one of the reasons why DeVitt was not starting that game is because I have been looking to sell him. Barrow will be taking over his spot as a full-time starter, and I've decided to sell DeVitt to Burgos CF over in Spain for $480,000. So I mean, pretty good bit of transfers by me, but yeah, Barrow is a certified starter now. And we got some bad news also from that game. Matthew Platt has broken his elbow. He's going to be out for 7 weeks. That is a huge loss. He's one of our starting center backs, a very good young center back. But this is why I did sign Barrow, because we need him to be playing well. We need him. Really, this season is rotational purposes, but next season to be a starter. But depth is key. So in the league, we are currently sitting in 16th. But if you've done EFL League 2s, Stevenage and us could end up finishing 4th and 5th at the end of the season. You truly have no clue on who's a promotion, who's going to try to go for a playoff spot, and who's just going to settle for mid-table or lower table mediocrity. You don't really know, I'd say, until the last 10 games, because even then, if a team goes on a run, they could jump up the standings. One of the things I like about League 2, you never know until it's pretty much over. So, second half of the season, we could perform exceptionally well. We could potentially get promoted, or we just continue this run of form we're on, and nothing really happens. So yeah, guys, that is the first episode of the Barrow Road to Glory. Next episode will be coming out tomorrow. Each episode will be coming out day after day until obviously the series ends, and then the next series will start. So I think not exactly the greatest of starts. We got the players that we wanted, which is the key for this first season. Gonna be honest, heading into this, I wasn't planning on getting promoted. I don't know if we will. But I do know that we got all the players that I wanted to get. And hopefully, if I know we're not going to get promoted in the second half of the season, I will just play all the young players to get those dynamic potentials up. So it's a pretty good spot to be in. I don't know what I'm going to do, but what I do know is what you should do is you should subscribe if you enjoyed, so you can see the rest of the episodes. I would say watch some of my other content, but if you're watching this the day it came out, chances are there's not another series out. But if you're watching this back a month or two later, check out some of my other stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and it is JBeebs signing off.